done Broadway except for benefits. I want to do it so badly. Sometimes it's hard to do because of the commitment, but I'm open still, by the way, anyone listening. But
Broadway, if you're listening.
Yeah, I'd like to do it. But I realize that I can get my theater itch scratched by just doing it. So
Right.
I did Company a few years ago. I played Jenny, pot smoker.
My husband just discovered Company. You
Yeah.
met Dominic the other night when we came to your show.
Yeah,
and
he's so ugly, by the way.
I
Sorry
know.
about that.
I know.
Yeah, the
Poor-
two of you. It's
why I
good
do
that you-
radio.
I'm happy you have talent, because when the two of you supermodels approached me in the lobby,
Yeah. Yeah. Right back at you, kid. It's funny. He wrote a thesis paper in college about Sondheim, but recently he's been in LA a lot doing a TV show. And so he has been listening to music to pass the hours in his trailer.
Yeah.
And he discovered Company. And every time he calls me now, he's like, "Where you going, Barcelona?" I'm like, "Sweetie, of all the songs, the point is
Yes.
that you got to do that musical
Yeah.
anywhere." I'd feel kind of like, well, I did Sondheim, I can retire now. That's kind of amazing.
It was It was an amazing experience. Mostly, Brent Carver was in it, Louise Peacher. Everyone had done Broadway, I think, except me.
Yeah.
It was directed by Gary Griffin. It was an amazing experience, and I wanted to see if I could harmonize still. And boy, within 3 days, I was like, they have made a huge mistake hiring me.
Yeah.
I was horrified, but I tend to take on things that are daunting.
Can I ask you about this? Because from the time you were born until Tiny Beautiful Things, many things have happened.
Yeah.
But consistently, I feel like you have been very brave. How did Nia become like this brave risk taker?
That's an excellent question, because I come from a very traditional Greek family, but the women are subversive in their power. We all know who's really running the family, and I wrote those lines into my Big Fat Greek Wedding. The man is the head of the house, but the woman is the neck, and she can turn the head any way she wants, is because I realized very quickly that manipulation was the way to get things done.
Okay.
In a Greek household. I started to become an actor very young. I knew I was going to be an actor, but I chose to do the more obvious and transparent path, in that I don't want to manipulate anyone. I believe that males have, of course, the privilege in society where they think they can more than we can. So I just set out to have a male career. Sylvester Stallone wrote his own movie. Well, damn it, I'm going to too. I am a radical and all-embodying feminist in so many ways. I mentor women. I hire women. I write roles for women. The only way that I can do it is obviously, because to try to manipulate it takes too much energy, and I'm busy.
And when you say you knew at a really young age, like Donna Murphy was here the other day and she's like, at 3, apparently, I was asking for singing lessons. She was a very young person with a dream.
Yes.
So for you,
I can't explain what it was, but I always knew I was going to be an actor. I knew very early that I was going to have to write my own material, because I saw no one who looked like me on screen. No one. My parents took us to musical theater, so I thought, that's it. I'm going to do something in this vein. I did ask for singing lessons. I did do theater. I did as much as I could, and then went to a professional theater school. But the 3 times in my life that I have taken a major risk, literally, I this thing about calling myself a fearless idiot, is because I've just leapt and asked questions later. The first was, while I was at theater school, I went to see Second City, and I saw myself on stage. I saw women who looked like me, but they were playing a femme fatale. They were playing a Native American character. They were playing anything they wanted because they had no costumes. And they told the audience what they were, and they were that person. And they were writing their own material. So I took a job in the box office because I heard you could take the classes and learn how to write. After about 3 weeks of being the worst box office person in the history of the employment of Second City, because I would take people's tickets, the show would start, I would lock up the box office, take the phones off the hook. They were sold out till June. Yeah. And I would go into the theater and watch the show. Well, of course, after 3 weeks, I memorized the show. Well, on March 29th, an actor got sick in the show, and they rushed into the box office to find the understudy's phone number. She wasn't answering. I walked backstage and I said, I am a member of Actors Equity. A lie. I know your show. They had no choice but to put me on.